A little windy out here today for this, but I need to do it. I'm going to change out the brake fluid in the reservoir here, and it requires .3. You should always use a new bottle of brake fluid when you're doing this, because the old brake fluid that's sitting around could be contaminated with moisture and things like that, which will wear out the seals. Okay, I looked all over the owner's manual, and there is no set times when to replace your brake fluid. Usually it's done when you have your brakes replaced. Now the fluid level, there would be two reasons for the fluid level to go down, and mine is sitting right about here at the add mark. Full, I think, is right about here. It's listed on the side over here, which won't pick up on the camera. But the two reasons why this fluid could go down is you could have a leak in the system, and you can generally, if it's leaking at your wheels, you can generally see a wet spot, and sometimes real bad leaks that'll run down the tire. And the second reason why it may go down is because as the pads or the shoes wear, the fluid level drops, because it's only natural that a wearing on the pads is less pad there, and the brakes have to compress even further, so the slack is taken up by the fluid. If you change your brakes and you've added fluid, you could have the fluid reservoir be fuller than it should be, because of the new pads are not worn like the old ones. So what I'm going to do is change the fluid out of the reservoir. There's no set time for doing this, but the car has 300,000 miles on it. The fluid looks like it's sitting at the add mark, and I feel like it needs rear brake pads, shoes, excuse me. This car has shoes on the back and pads on the front. The car brakes like it needs new shoes in the back. So, but I'm going to put new fluid in it, maybe a little right to here and maybe a little more, I don't know. And eventually I'll get to changing the shoes. I'm going to do this procedure with the easiest way I know. And okay, have plenty of rags or towels handy in case you have a spill. This takes .3. Cap just comes off like that. I'm going to be using a quart container. This is the easiest way I know to evacuate the brake fluid out. And I have a little quart bottle siphon pump. Brake fluid is highly corrosive both to your skin and any parts, so try not to spill it. Now, I should be using gloves, but I actually use a hand cleaner when I'm done with working on vehicles. Sometimes gloves get in the way. Okay, you can see this fluid. It doesn't look all that bad. I've seen worse, but in any case, just keep pumping like this. If you have trouble with the hose staying in your bottle, you can always get a clothespin or something to hold on the side of the bottle with. Okay, I believe that's it. And I just take the pump, put it back in the bottle, and set that aside. Okay, I have my new .3 brake fluid. It's in a smaller bottle. It's easier for me to work with. Okay, I put it just a little bit above where it was. Put the cap back on. Remove my paper towels. And I think I'm right about here somewhere. Yeah, might have it a little too full. I'm going to have to take some out probably when I do the rear brakes. So the brake fluid in the Chevy HHR 2006 model is changed out of the reservoir. Thank you all for subscribing, watching, and bye for now.